Okay, continuing the review. Yes, so they have all the next generation guys there. It is a nostalgia. It is a nostalgia move. This is a reunion show of an old show that was from like fucking many years ago. Many years ago now, more than I probably care to consider. Um, 30 something like that years ago. Good lord. And I'm here for the nostalgia. I grew up with this. This was probably my first. This was actually on when I was watching it. I watched Next Generation live, and I mean a lot of Star Trek is they are. It's a corporation. This is a corporate-owned entity of this show product, and they're serving up different variations on it. And that's a part of the fun in some ways. It's a part of the creativity of the writers is like, okay, we've got these very kind of set formula. Let's inject different things into it. We're going to go back to this kind of a storyline, this first contact story, this battle in space, all these different little moral dilemmas. We're going to do this over and over again. And yeah, it's comfort. It's comfort TV. It's pop entertainment, and the variations and the things that they do are kind of. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. It's a certain kind of comfort food for me. So I'm sort of balanced on that. It's like I'm okay with nostalgia in this. It's just please put it in service of a story that is well told, that is done efficiently, that doesn't dick us around, that has a beginning, a middle, an end, that there aren't just kind of weird bits in there that were just jammed in there because, ooh, wouldn't that be cool? Versus like, no, this actually moves moves the story along. That would be lovely. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You always have that kind of the hope with the first episode of a show. I mean, I guess the thing that I came into with the first episode of this new season was I going to watch the first 15 minutes and go, no. And I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Now, I had qualms, I have worries, I have like, oh, are you going to just kind of recycle things? The whole thing of, yes, stealing the space, basically getting a starship captain who why would he consider your request at all? It's like, it's dumb. It only makes sense because you're trying to echo something that happened in a movie, which is like, that's when you're using when you're allowing we have to do all these member berries, we have to do all this nostalgia, we have to do all these callbacks, and that affects the actual story. It's like, no, story should come first, and it doesn't all have to just ape what came before it. You can very easily write things like, oh, just write it better, write it better. Something like Riker says, "Oh, I know the captain of the Titan, and he'll do the solid for us." But we get there, and oh shit, it's this asshole guy named Shaw is now the captain, and that plan didn't work. Fuck, what are we gonna do? And that's when something happens with Seven of Nine. Though it sort of sucks that Seven of Nine just sort of kind of did the plot for them versus the two protagonists in this thing, Riker and Picard, actually having to kind of push her along a little bit to kind of keep it going. No, they just kind of get carried along. So, eh, eh. That's where my worries come in. I'm just gonna try and enjoy myself, but I'm a Star Trek fan. I can't turn off my brain. I'm also going to pick at it, because that's also part of the fun. I watched a couple of people do reviews of this. One of them was very positive, one of them was very negative. And you know what? I enjoyed both reviews. That is also a part of the fandom, the getting to hear the discussions, getting to hear people's takes on this stuff. It's communal, and that is also a part of the enjoyment. Sometimes something can really suck, and we just all have fun ripping it to shreds. And there's that too. It's when it's just like I just don't care anymore and I stop watching. That's when it really sucks. Which has happened to me. It happened to me with Picard earlier, and it happened with Discovery, where it was just like, I just don't care. I turned it off. I didn't listen. I didn't participate in the discussions. That was a real bummer. But you know what? The great thing, at least at the moment, all the negative things you can say about modern Star Trek, there's a ton of it. If you don't like this, something else will be coming along any second now. This isn't one of this like, oh fuck, I don't like Enterprise. Well, that sucks because that's all there is, and I'm gonna have to wait another decade before something else comes out. That sucked. That sucked. But you know, you live through it. It's light entertainment. It isn't the end of the world. It's just something fun. And hey, it's good to have fun. All right, I'll leave it there. More videos later.